Let's be honest, music streaming used to feel like magic. You paid a small fee, opened an app, and suddenly every song you ever wanted was at your fingertips. No more sketchy downloads, no viruses hiding in MP3 files, no waiting 5 hours for LimeWire to give you one corrupted track. Life was good. Fast forward to now, and paying for music streaming doesn't feel magical anymore. It feels like paying rent in an apartment where the landlord keeps raising the price while also taking away your furniture. And the interesting part? People are starting to look back at piracy, the thing streaming was supposed to kill off, as the smarter financial move. Now, I know you're probably going, piracy? Really? Well, yeah, because when your bank account is screaming and your playlists are shrinking, piracy starts looking less like a crime and more like a discounted subscription to happiness. See, music streaming came with the promise. One low price, unlimited songs, easy access. That was the dream, but somewhere along the way the dream started glitching. Subscriptions crept up, artists revealed they were being paid peanuts, and suddenly the economics just didn't add up, both for listeners or for musicians. Think about it. The average music subscription today is what? $10. Sounds harmless, right? Except now it's $11, then $12, and $14 if you want premium family plans. Spotify, for example, recently raised its US premium subscription from $9.99 to $11.99 a month. Apple Music followed with a similar hike. Doesn't sound like much until you realize that's $143 a year for just one service. And if you're juggling multiple platforms because some of your favorite songs or podcasts aren't available in one place, well, congratulations, you're basically back to paying cable bills. The crazy thing about all this is that for all that money, the artists, the actual people making the music, barely see a dime. You can stream your favorite artist's song 1,000 times and they'll make enough to maybe buy a sandwich, a cheap one, with no drink by the side. I'm not joking. Meanwhile, the streaming companies, they're making billions. To put numbers on it, Spotify pays artists roughly $0.003 to $0.005 per stream. That means an artist needs about 250 streams to earn $1. A million streams? That's maybe $3,000 to $5,000, and that's even before the label takes its cut. From a financial perspective, you're not really supporting your favorite musicians, you're paying middlemen to buy more yachts. That's where piracy starts to make sense to people. Not because they hate musicians, but because they're looking at the numbers and realizing, wait a second, if the artist is broke and I'm broke, then who exactly is winning here? Spoiler alert, it's not you and it's not your favorite rapper either. And sure, piracy has its issues, illegal, risky, sometimes poor quality. But let's be honest, the pirate experience is often smoother. No region locks, no licensing drama, no this album isn't available in your country. If it exists, you can get it immediately and for $0. Try telling a broke college student that's a bad deal. Now, if this all sounds familiar, it's because movies and Kiwi are doing the exact same thing. Wait, ain't no way I just said movies and Kiwi. The hell is wrong with me? I meant movies and TV, damn it, movies and TV. Now, where was I? Okay, Netflix was once the king of cheap, simple, unlimited. Now, you've got Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, HBO Max, Apple TV+, Paramount+, Peacock, basically the whole animal kingdom. Each one wants its own exclusive content. Each one raises prices, and before you know it, you're paying $100 plus a month just to watch the same shows you used to get on cable. Now, music streaming, on the other hand, isn't quite that chaotic, but it's heading in the same direction. Rising costs, shrinking catalogs, and a general feeling that you're not getting value for money. And the worst part? Ads. Because apparently paying for premium still isn't enough. Now they want to serve you ads unless you pay even more. Spotify, for example, has rolled out ad-supported plans in several regions even while raising prices. It's like buying a sandwich and still being charged extra for the bread. So naturally, people go back to piracy. Not because they're villains, but because piracy actually respects their time and wallets. You want a song? Boom, it's yours. You want an album that mysteriously disappeared from Spotify because of a licensing fight? Boom, pirates still have it. You want the mixtape that never got cleared for release? Yep, piracy has that too. Streaming today is like going to a buffet where the waiter keeps taking food off your plate while raising the entry fee. Piracy? Piracy is like sneaking into the kitchen and walking out with a to-go bag full of everything, no questions asked. And let's be real, when the buffet gets too expensive, people stop pretending to be polite dinner guests. This is where it gets fucked up financially, because while consumers feel ripped off, artists feel it even more. Most musicians can't survive on streaming revenue alone. It's just too low. That's why you see everyone's on tours, selling merch, and hustling Patreon pages. According to a 2023 study, only 12% of artists earn over $50,000 a year from music. And that includes everything, not just streaming. Streaming promised to save the music industry after piracy nearly killed it. But instead, it just made new gatekeepers. Different pirates, same problem. So when fans pirate music, they often justify it by saying, well, the artist wasn't getting my $10 anyway. At least this way I'm not broke either. Morally messy? Absolutely. But financially logical? Absolutely yes. And this is exactly why piracy is winning across all media. Movies, shows, music, it's the same pattern. Too many platforms, too much money, yet too little value. Once piracy started to look easier, more complete, and cheaper, people don't think twice. Streaming companies want to call it theft, but from a user perspective, it feels more like survival. When the legal option makes you feel scammed, the illegal option suddenly looks sensible. So why isn't paying for music streaming worth it anymore? Because the math doesn't work. The math isn't mathing, if I must say. You're paying more while artists earn less, you're losing songs, gaining ads, and watching prices rise, so it's understandable that the alternative, the one thing streaming was supposed to make extinct, is suddenly looking like the most reliable option again. If streaming doesn't fix itself, piracy won't just survive, it'll thrive. And the real sad irony in this game are the artists and the fans. Until then, remember this. When the legal system feels broken, people don't follow rules, they follow value. And right now, that value lives where the industry least wants you to look, in the shadows. This is your broke best friend saying thanks for watching. Let us know you think. Are you still paying for Spotify or Apple Music? Or have you found your own alternative methods? Drop your thoughts below because I'm curious. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you feel like, because unlike streaming services, my content doesn't disappear overnight.